In the meantime, I'm joined by Florida House Speaker Richard Corcoran. He joins us from Tallahassee. He's one of the dozens of Florida Republicans calling for the resignation or the suspension or the flat-out firing of Broward County Sheriff Scott Israel. Mr. Speaker, thank you so much for being with us right now. You're one of 73 lawmakers who've called on the governor to basically fire the sheriff right there. The sheriff had a chance to respond here on CNN. Let's listen.
Deputies make mistakes, police officers make mistakes, we all make mistakes, but it's not the responsibility of the general or the president if you have a deserter. You look into this, we're looking into this aggressively, and we'll take care of it, and justice will be served. I can only take responsibility for what I knew about. I exercised my due diligence. I've given amazing leadership to this agency.
You convinced, Mr. Speaker?
No, and it's really disappointing. I mean, basically, what happened to great leaders where the buck stops here. I think that it's not an incident of one person. It's not an incident of two people. It's just a systemic failing. The Constitution says that if you have neglect of duty, malfeasance, misfeasance, or incompetence, that we have the right to ask the governor to remove you from office, and he scores high on all 4 points. You watch any of the interviews from day 1 to day 12, and he's got more people under investigation in his own office than he does in trying to track down and put to the death penalty a massive mass murderer. And so what we're saying is enough is enough. Let's get someone in there. I applaud Governor Scott. He's got our FDLE agents from Tallahassee are going to go down there. They're going to start investigating and figuring out what's going on down there because they clearly can't do it themselves.
There are those who look at this and say, look, this is political. What's happening here is an attempt to distract from the debate on guns. Is that fair?
No, it's completely unfair. Let's walk through it. All you have to do is watch any of the interviews, including Jake Tapper's 30-minute interview. So first, it took him 8 days to figure out that his SRO on the ground in the school didn't go into the classroom despite shots being heard and admitting that shots were being fired. And in fact, really, to think that this is the sheriff, the chief law enforcement officer of a county, and his #1 priority is the safety of his citizens, has the mass shooting on a school property, and he didn't immediately come flying into his office and say, give me the video, I want to know what happened. I think he knew all along. But then there's that failing. Then there's the officers outside, and the Coral Springs police have to go in, and they see them sitting outside. Then he stops first aid responders from going in. So at the point that they finally do get inside, which we know there's no shooting from all accounts by the Broward Sheriff's Office, so at that point now they're telling first responders not to go help people. Then the investigations that have been ongoing for over a year of this child, he admits that those were failings, and now he's investigating 2 of those calls. He's investigating
I'm sorry to interrupt, but the other part of this is you are not doing this in spite of trying to work through new gun safety measures. You are part of an effort, as I understand it, to pass some of these laws that Governor Scott has proposed, including raising the minimum age, to buy certain weapons, including a waiting period for certain weapons, including, new money for gun safety. You are in favor still of passing that. You're not saying hold off on this while we investigate or try to get rid of the sheriff, are you?
No, we've met with the parents, we've met with the children, we've met with stakeholders. We've rolled out a package. The Governor Scott's rolled out an excellent package. We've rolled out an excellent package. The Senate's rolled out an excellent package that says never again. Never again do we want any child to have to face these kinds of consequences. And our packages are omnibus, including which is the most robust, first of its kind in the nation, a Marshall program that allows sworn law enforcement officers, fully trained, to go in there, and maybe they're dual certified as a teacher, but now they're going to be in there protecting our children. If that coach who was in the doorway had a gun, I can promise you that coward would have never gone in the building.
So it sounds like you are supportive of some of the proposals the president has of perhaps arming more teachers. You are supportive also, I understand, of raising, again, the minimum age to buy some of these rifles to 21. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah, that is correct. But I want to go back. It's not arming teachers. The training, the Marshall program, these folks are certified greater than the sworn law enforcement officers when it comes to handguns and tactical training and precision pistol training.
You have until March 9th, to pass some of this legislation before you guys go away. Can you get it done by March 9th?
Make no mistake about it, we'll get it done. Come hell or high water, we'll get it done. We got 17 people. That's a promise. We got 17 people who lost their lives because of abject neglect and breakdown on government's part. We're going to fix it. Make no mistake about it.
All right, so you know the NRA is opposed to at least raising the age right now. You're someone who has been supported by the NRA in the past. Are you concerned that they're opposed to that specific measure?
Look, I'm a member of the NRA. I'm an A-rated legislator in the NRA. I'm a concealed weapons carry permit holder. I have 6 children. I don't care what any special interest group thinks. I don't care. I've been sued more times by the teachers union than any other speaker in the history of the state. I don't care about special interest. What I care about is keeping our citizenry safe. What I care about is protecting every single school child so that what occurred never happens again. I don't care who comes against us. The package we have does that. I applaud the governor. I applaud the Senate, and we'll get it done.
Speaker Richard Corcoran, thanks so much for being with us. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your promise to get this done by March 9th. We'll be watching very carefully. Thanks so much, sir.